Cowardly tactics of narcissists that you must know to easily defeat them. Greetings, truth seekers. Ever pondered on the enigma of the covert narcissist? It's akin to unraveling layers of deceit to uncover the vulnerable core beneath. Today, we embark on a profound exploration into the realm of hidden narcissism, shedding light on the cunning tactics employed to maintain an air of superiority while evading detection. But before we delve into the clandestine world of the covert narcissist, let's unite as a community of truth seekers. To unveil the mysteries that lie ahead, click that like button, subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content, share this video with friends who may benefit, and join the conversation in the comments below. Your engagement fuels our mission to illuminate darkness and empower others through knowledge. Now let's peel back the veil and expose the cowardice of the hidden narcissist. Prepare to see through the facade as we uncover 11 unmistakable signs of their deception. Let's illuminate the truth. Let the journey commence. Now let's delve into a rather unpleasant topic: gossip. Regrettably, covert narcissists often resort to gossip as a means to inflict harm upon others. However, let's not attribute this behavior solely to narcissists. Spreading rumors behind someone's back doesn't exactly require courage, does it? This type of conduct forms the foundation of a smear campaign. Even if a narcissist utters the same remarks to your face, it remains self-serving for them to propagate it behind your back, especially after you've already addressed the issue. Yet, they typically refrain from direct confrontation, driven by fear of repercussions. It's rather pitiful, really. Unfortunately, this serves as a common tactic for hidden narcissists to exert control over others. People are well aware of the potential danger they pose in their absence, hence the reluctance to become their next target. When someone is maligning you in your absence, safeguarding yourself becomes challenging. Sadly, there's little one can do to halt the spread of falsehoods. Addressing it later may only serve to incriminate you further. This reliance on deceit reflects a distinct lack of courage and integrity. Now, onto a different tactic: maintaining a clear division between your public and private personas. This is a strategy often observed in covert narcissists. It's highly probable that if you were to reveal their true nature to others, they'd simply brush it off as unbelievable. While they present a facade to the world, treating you disrespectfully behind closed doors, it exacerbates the situation, knowing that others are oblivious to the truth, leaving you feeling isolated. But why do they engage in this deception? Put simply, they wish to preserve the image of being the good guy, because facing the consequences of their true selves would be too much to bear. Yet, in private, they feel safer to act as they please, knowing that any accusations can be easily dismissed. Unfortunately, this scenario rings all too familiar for many. Now let's dissect another deplorable strategy: indirect mockery. This occurs when someone disguises insults as jests. Even after you've expressed discomfort, they continue to mock you publicly, dismissing your feelings and labeling you as weak for being offended, all under the guise of it being just a joke. They readily dish it out, but can't handle receiving it themselves. Spot the pattern. Share your experiences in the comments below. Next up, let's address social media. Have you ever stumbled upon cryptic posts that subtly target someone without mentioning them by name? That's yet another display of weakness. They won't acknowledge it's directed at you, but if questioned, they'll readily admit it. Altering the status of your relationship without a word to anyone, breaking up via text message isn't any better. Now let's delve into the realm of gaslighting. While it's a topic often discussed, its true cruelty isn't always emphasized. Gaslighting twists your perception of yourself and the world around you in unsettling ways, leaving you vulnerable to mistreatment. Imagine finding out your partner has been unfaithful. Instead of owning up to their actions, they manipulate you into believing you're imagining things. By casting doubt on your sanity, they evade accountability, ensuring they escape unscathed. Gaslighting aims to erode your confidence, leaving the perpetrator firmly in control. It's a devious and feeble maneuver. In a real-life scenario, consider this. A friend's boyfriend makes a disparaging remark about another friend's partner. When confronted later, he conveniently claims to have no recollection, despite everyone present hearing his words loud and clear. This is a classic example of gaslighting in action. Now, on to another discourteous behavior, incessantly interrupting or silencing you. While it may appear assertive, it's actually a sign of weakness. I've experienced this firsthand, and it's incredibly frustrating when someone constantly talks over you. Often, it stems from their insecurity and inability to confront differing viewpoints. Their objective is to swiftly shut you down to evade facing the truth. Knowing they can't prevail based on merit alone, they resort to this underhanded tactic. Next, narcissistic rage, which is a quick outburst of anger. This is yet another weak move. Covert narcissists have a hard time keeping their emotions in check when you touch a nerve with them. They strike out at you instead of dealing with their own problems. This is a way for them to silence you and escape taking responsibility for what they did. They will do anything to get you to give in, even if it means having a temper tantrum. Here's the thing though, if they were good at manipulating people, they wouldn't have to be so mean. Everything comes from fear, the fear of being seen for who they really are. Let's talk about defensive abuse next. If you've been around a narcissist, you've probably been through reaction abuse. Reactive abuse usually comes to light sooner or later, whether the abusers act haughtily or in secret. When someone gently pokes at your weak spots or upsets you, usually in front of other people, so that when you react, they can make you look like the bad guy. To make you look unbalanced or angry, while they hide behind a front, they use this cowardly trick. They plan it on purpose to hurt you, and it's frustrating how well it works, because by the time they bait you, you're already on the edge, which makes it easy for them to get your goat. Let us look at another sneaky trick, how to act like you don't exist. This happened to me when my partner would turn off the TV and lights all of a sudden, leaving me alone in the room like I was just furniture. It's the worst kind of dismissal because it makes you unseen and unimportant. Even though it may not seem important, doing something like this over and over again lowers your self-esteem. It's not uncommon for people in similar situations to share their stories. If this sounds like you, remember that you can regain your sense of self-worth, even if you can't leave the relationship right away. In order to get what they want, cowardly hidden narcissists also use trickery to control others, especially children. It is completely unacceptable to use children as pawns to gain power over someone. It's also disgusting when a narcissist talks to a child about problems that should be talked about with the other parent. They won't talk to you directly. Instead, they'll avoid responsibility by saying things like your other parent doesn't understand, or you shouldn't listen to them. It takes no guts to try to put down the other parent without actually talking to them. Remember how we talked about how narcissists' anger can shut you down? The quiet treatment is another thing they can use against you. This is incredibly passive-aggressive and completely weak. They don't want to talk to you in a mature way, so they shut down, leaving you to figure out what's wrong. They may still not give you information, even if you try to talk about the problem. For some reason, they seem to be putting all the blame on you and expecting you to fix the issue. This behavior not only avoids responsibility, but it also hides who they really are behind a veil of trickery. If any of these things sound familiar, it's likely that you're working with a cowardly covert narcissist. But there is a bright side. They're not as unbeatable as they think. You can slowly see their real colors if you stay alert and recognize the signs. Also, don't forget to click on the link in the text if you need more help. Please click that like button if you found this talk useful. I'll be back next time with more ideas.